In today's fight news, we start off with professional wrestler CM Punk speaking on his UFC run. I'm glad I did it. Zero regrets. I get it. It's easy to LOL to make fun of me. Some people look at that and say, that's embarrassing. I made the weight. I made the walk. I'm 100% proud of myself, and I would do it again.
During his most recent appearance on the MMA Hour, top 15 welterweight Joaquin Buckley made some accusations towards Helwani in regards to him having ulterior motives when he interviews fighters. This was Helwani's response. I have the fighters on because I love the fighters and I respect the fighters, and I want to give them an opportunity to tell their stories and be able to learn more. I want to learn more, and I hope other people learn more when they hear from you guys. Buckley also had this to say when asked if he would be interested in taking on number 6 welterweight Gilbert Burns. I actually love the idea of fighting Gilbert Burns. We're 3-1 against fighters from Kill Cliff Fight Club. The first guy that beat me from that team was Logan Storley, back in Bellator. He held me down for 15 minutes.
After that, I knocked out Ipa Kasunganai, Andre Fialho, and now their boy Vicente Luque.
Next up on the MMA Hour, we have featherweight fan favorite Nate the Train Landhwehr. During the episode, Helwani asked him why he wouldn't recommend MMA to his son or his worst enemy, and this was his response. This fight is like falling in love with the neighborhood Hizzo. She ain't ever gonna love you. Landhwehr also had this to say during his appearance on the MMA Hour. I'm just a fighter, man. We just go in there and do what we do. When the blood hits the fan, it makes the pictures way better.
Following his impressive knockout victory at this past weekend's UFC Atlantic City, Landhwehr made a call out of number 10 ranked featherweight Bryce Mitchell, saying, "He's got a great following and he's got his own swagger, and I got mine. That would be a good one." While speaking to MMA Junkie, former featherweight kingpin Max Blessed Holloway had this to say when asked who he would like to have wrap the BMF title around his waist if he were to win at the upcoming UFC 300 event. The only correct answer is Mark Coleman. The guy's a G. That's a real-life BMF. That would be sick. It would be an honor to get him to do it.
Also, previously on his YouTube channel, Holloway had this to say in regards to people doubting why he moved up to take on Justin Gaethje for the BMF title. I'm sick and tired of everyone telling me what I gotta think, how I do, putting a limit on me. Just because you put a limit on yourself, don't put a limit on others. Your guy's limit is the sky. I'm reaching for the stars. I'm reaching for other universes. We're not the same. In other news, it looks like Dustin, the Diamond Poirier, might get a third shot at the lightweight crown, as he posted on his Instagram. Looks like it's back to work, alluding that the discussions between him and lightweight champion Islam Makhachev are going well, or a done deal.
Speaking of cryptic messages on social media, bantamweight champion Sugar Sean O'Malley posted this on his X account. Shug Timber. We think it's safe to say that this is a teaser that a fight between him and number 1 ranked bantamweight challenger Merab the Machine Dvalishvili is set for September. Also on X, MMA legend Eddie the Underground King Alvarez jumped into the discussion on who would win between Khabib Nurmagomedov and George St. Pierre, writing, Gleason took him down 3 to 4 times and actually won the fight, so George wouldn't have been the first. In their primes, George wins. GSP fan for life. Lastly, we wrap up with a couple updates to the UFC rankings. At men's welterweight, Joaquin Buckley jumps up to number 11, tied with Neil Magny. Vicente Luque falls to number 14, and Michael Chiesa is no longer on the list. In the women's flyweight division, Manon Farah moves up to the number 2 spot, replacing her recent opponent, Erin Blanchfield, who falls to number 3. Farah is now number 4 on the women's pound-for-pound list, and Blanchfield drops to number 6.